Hello again, delightful Godot people, and welcome to this next section, which I'm calling Loony Lips. We're going to have a different game for each section of the course, so we're going to learn a bunch of things we need to make that game work. And this section, we're going to make a word game called Loony Lips. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, why are we making a word game? This is because it's a great way to learn the fundamentals of Godot as an engine and of programming in GDScript, and in fact programming in general, without getting too worried about the flashy graphics and 3D effects and all the other things that kind of get in the way of that core competency, right? We want to build up as much competency as we can. I'm going to use the word competency 3 times so that we can really fly when we're doing the more complicated stuff. So what is Loony Lips? Well, Loony Lips is vaguely based off the old party game Mad Libs. And Mad Libs, if you've not played it, works like this. I've got a series of prompts on a card, and I'm going to ask you to fill those prompts. Then I'm going to put those prompts into a story and read the story you've just made without knowing what the story was going to be. So for example, I might say, could I have a name? Ben? All right, Ben. Could I have a place? Kitchen. Kitchen. Could I have a year? 1972. Could I have a feeling? We'll keep going like that. Then, when you finish those prompts, I'll read the story with the prompts you've just filled in. Once upon a time, there was a little bear named Ben who lived in an appalling kitchen. He had dreamed of leaving the kitchen ever since 1972. Right? So I'm putting the words you put in into that story, and we get fun results. What are we trying to do with this game? And by that I mean, what's the player experience? Now, if you've followed me on some other courses, you'll know that when I'm designing a game, the most important thing for me is, what is the player experience? How do I want the player to feel? In fact, to me, that's my job as a game designer, is designing that experience. Everything else, the graphics, the mechanics, the engine, whatever else I'm doing, those are just the brushes, the tools to create that experience. I'm looking at a fun, silly, sort of light-hearted party game, right? Goofy results, unpredictability. So we're going to have this game here. We're going to have this nice blackboard or chalkboard texture, depending on part of the word you're in. We're going to have things I can type in here. So a noun, how about mouse? A name, Sam. Hello, Sam. An adjective, squeaky. Another noun, panda. Another name, Rick. Let's just go through the game to people. Once upon a time, there once was a mouse called Sam who searched far and wide for the mythical squeaky panda of Rick. And then I can press again, and it'll generate a brand new story. In order for this to happen, we need to learn some basic concepts. By the end of the section, you'll have a solid understanding of how GDScript deals with functions, how it deals with variables, and if you're new to programming, what a variable is, the different kinds of variables, or some of the most common different kinds of variables. We'll look at arrays and dictionaries and how to get information from another node, what a node is, what a scene tree is, and we'll even look at a variant way of making this game using JSON files. So we're going to cover some really cool stuff in this, and I'm really excited to get going, so let's get to it.